Hey everyone, this is Yami, your Latina next door. I am back with one of the videos you guys have been waiting for. As you probably noticed through my thumbnail, this is episode 1 of my very first transformation series. And in this one, we are going to tackle my master bedroom. And you're probably wondering, why is she wearing those glasses? Is it complex? Is it that crazy of a project? No, my friend. It's because my little child, that really cute one that you saw in the last video, she just decided to make my contact case just disappear. So Mama is wearing these. So if you haven't seen my channel update video where I kind of explain some of the new videos that are coming in my channel, basically this one is the beginning of my transformation series. Basically where I take you from the beginning of one of my rooms all the way to the end, and I kind of walk you through it throughout different episodes so that you can kind of see my progress and how I process everything and go along as I change up my rooms. Because most of you know that we moved into this house about a little over 13 months ago, and we have been fixing every single room in this house. Here is what my master bedroom looked like when we moved in. And I like Italy, but it wasn't giving me the Tuscan vibes. Nope, nope, nope. Well, I'm going to be taking you step by step from beginning to end on how I transformed my master bedroom. You might have seen it in some of my other videos. I've sat in it a couple of times during some of my intros. Now, this took a little while, and we honestly slept on the floor on our mattress for several months when we moved into this house because my husband wasn't setting up any of the furniture until we painted the walls, and I was not going to paint the walls until I found the right color. Now, I know most of you have seen A Fixer Upper with Chip and Joanna Gaines or any other HGTV show. And when they're taking you to a house or a home or looking at a space, they're showing you the way it looks like before. But then on the screen, you see like an overlay where they kind of show you on top of the existing room what it could be, right? Now, I use this concept myself, but you don't need any kind of, programs or any kind of editing skills for this. All you need is a pen and paper. All right, so the first thing I do whenever I start a new project or, start thinking about changing a room up is I actually take photos of the room itself. I wasn't lying when I said that I actually was sleeping on the floor, okay? This is for real. This happened for several months. Now, as you can see, these were yellow textured looking walls. It had these cornice boards that the previous owners left behind that I was not particularly fond of. So this is kind of how the room is laid out. When you first walk in, these are the doors you come in. This right here is my closet. And to the left, you will see a door that leads to the master bedroom and my husband's closet. That's that door right there. Now, this is the right wall as you come in. This is the wall that you see right when you come into the room. And this is to the left of that wall right there. So now that you kind of see what it looks like, this is what I start doing. You grab yourself one of these little guys. Sharpies are the bomb. This is what I do. I go in and I kind of start imagining how I want the space. Now, I definitely want the bed up on this wall. It is the wall that you come in, and it is the focal point as soon as you enter the bedroom. Also, the only other place it could go is right there. But since it is a king-size bed, it wouldn't give too much on either side for the end tables. So I was like, no, I want my bed to go in between the windows. So basically I go in here and I kind of draw it in. And I have a very high headboard to my bed. And it has, several details to it. So I kind of start drawing it in. And excuse me and my chicken scratch, okay? I promise I am not that great of a drawer, so bear with me. So I kind of have at least an idea of where the bed is going to be positioned. And then I know I don't want these. I am all about nice flowy drapes, right? Because I think it's really romantic, and that's just kind of what I like to see. Plus, you guys know that I love that rustic and coastal feel kind of mixed together. So these are gonna go. So what I do is, what do I want? In order to envision it, I draw it again. And I am not a fan, and I never have put curtain rods right over the frame. Like the frame kind of goes about right up to here on this window. And you will never see me put curtains right there. It shortens the window. I like to bring my windows as high as possible, and I like to make my ceilings look as high as possible. So I always bring my curtain rods pretty high off the ground. I never use those standard curtains. I use the ones that are about, I think it's either 96 or 94 inches off the ground. So what do? I kind of place them up there, and I just kind of draw it in, right? I know I want no high water curtains either, you guys. They have to hit the floor. And I draw it in on both sides. So it kind of gives you an idea of how it'll look like differently. And then obviously on either side, you are gonna have the nightstands. So by doing this, you gotta get that effect that you do whenever you see those shows on HGTV where they kind of overlay everything on top of the existing room. Now, it doesn't have to be perfect, but at least here you get an idea. And then above this, I know I want some kind of lamp on either side. So as you can see here, the room starts changing, and you can kind of visualize what's gonna happen in the room as you go forward. All right, let's do the next wall. All right, so my husband and I have a bedroom set. We bought it very early on in our relationship. It was actually, you know, one of those very celebratory things because it was my husband's very first furniture bedroom set that he ever owned. So everything that we have matches, and everything is white. Maybe if we would have done it now, not everything would be matchy-matchy, but we have to work with what we got. So I know on this wall, I have like those big, I guess we call them vanities, but I guess you guys might call them chest of drawers or something. I'm not sure. But I call it a vanity because I'm from Puerto Rico, and you know, that's kind of how we look at it. And it's the big, you know, horizontal piece with the mirror on it, whatever that is. So it's pretty large, and I know it's gonna go right here along with that mirror, right? And of course it's got the drawers. And so I kind of, you know, again, I love to visualize it all in here. And doing this kind of helps you see what's going on. Now here I know I want some kind of artwork. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do here, but it'd be nice because there's gonna be some wall space right there. And then here, it would be nice to have some kind of chair. Just because we don't have really any other seating area in the entire room. So it'd be nice to put something here. But again, as I go through this, it's kind of a work in progress. This is kind of letting me see how I want to place everything. And this can change in the future, but usually, you know, this is pretty good for me. All right, so then I knew that I had this huge armoire that I was gonna have to put over here because I had no other space for it. So it's gonna go up here. And it's got, you know, two big doors, or it's got, actually no, I'll take that back. It's got one door on the right, and it's got a whole bunch of drawers on the left. So I knew it's gonna go here, and it's gonna work perfectly right there. And again, these curtains are gonna be nice, long, flowy curtains right here. Okay, so that works pretty good. Here you can see that there's actually quite a bit of space between the bed and here, and the bed is not even like all the way to the wall. So I know I'm gonna wanna put some kind of area rug right here to kind of center the space. Plus, you can't really see it in this image, but the previous homeowner did the same thing, only that they had some kind of rug that stained the carpet underneath it. So even though we came, when we moved in, we had our carpets cleaned, there's still this huge yellow stain. So either way, even if I didn't want a rug, I'm gonna have to get one anyways, just because there's a stain that I need to hide. And they couldn't get it out. Trust me, they tried. So I know I'm gonna want an area rug right here. And then finally, I have one last piece of furniture. Again, I'm telling you guys, we bought this huge set, and the only other place that we can put it is right here. And what it is, it's basically a TV console. It has two big openings at the top, and it's got several long drawers at the bottom. And our TV is gonna go there because, you know, the only time my husband and I can watch The Walking Dead is after the kids are in bed and in our room, so nobody gets freaked out by all the growling. So again, the drawer, the chest, or I'm sorry, the armoire is gonna go right here, and you can kind of, you know, see it if you draw it in. And then eventually I think I want to have something here because this is kind of bare, and maybe have like, you know, a picture of us or something nice here that we can look at, or have maybe even our wedding photo, stuff like that. So this is kind of how I, you know, do my planning. I kind of go in and I draw these things like this to give myself a better idea of how I want everything placed and how I want everything to look. And again, it's just like the concept of HGTV, where they have a room and they kind of draw this on top of it to give you an idea of what they're gonna do. One extra thing that I wanted to do that I didn't mention was I wanted this wall to be my focal point. And one of the things that I truly love is shiplap. I love it, I love it, I love it. I think it's great. It adds so much texture to the walls. It's just beautiful. And again, it goes with that nice rustic yet coastal feel. So I knew I was gonna go in here and I was gonna add shiplap just to this back wall. And so you can see it definitely starts giving the room more interest. Now, obviously it's not that pretty here, but you get the idea. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that very first episode on my first video on my transformation series. Say that 3 times fast. That was a mouthful. So I hope you learned a few things. Printing out those pages honestly really does make a difference. I started doing this and I have not gone back from it. I am not kidding you guys. This right here is not only fun to actually do, but it really gets you seeing how your space will look with the changes. And guess what? If you don't like it, throw it out. So I hope you enjoyed what you saw today. Make sure to give this video a like if you enjoyed the content and learned something new, and hit subscribe if you want to stick around and keep watching what I do and how I take all that stuff that I talked to you about today and implement it in my master bedroom. Thank you guys for watching episode 1 of my master bedroom transformation, and I will see you guys in the next video. So until then, adios.